back in the day, let me tell you what got me hot. That anniversary Z with BBs on it. Oh my God. Ooh, taking it to the streets. Baby, if a ninja pulled up next to me with an anniversary Z, hit that window.
Just like a slave owner with the whip, putting it right on top of niggas' back. Back then you had to buy your freedom. Woulda had to kick up by the staff. Safety ain't nice like balls. Cross the gun line, you ain't coming back. You a Pokemon, I'm a Ash Ketchum. 40 on my hip, Smith and Weston. Boy bands on me, one direction. Flight pull, four up, now he flex. I ask your girl, why do you keep texting? Then I bust on her face, now she messy. Say to me, I'm out here teaching lessons. Bitch, you ain't fucking, then hit the exit. This is my letter to cat. I know I can't bring you back. I know wherever you at. You always checking my back. Remember when we were the tech? Remember that shit just like yesterday. I be your Lord knows I'm best to say. You saved my life with that tech that day. You was the one double check that play. And we made it out of there all right.
Hello there,
and the only thing that you
hello there, love bugs. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on YouTube. And for a small monthly fee, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah, part 2. So where we left off, we got a hot vagina Winter trying to figure out a way to get her ass the hell up out of that Long Island mansion, okay? Now, the first attempt or the first try was for her to find a bus stop, okay? The problem with the bus stop was that it was about a half a mile away from the home. That's all strategy, baby. What's his name? Souljah did that on purpose. Let me tell you that one thing you never do. Never. I don't know if you drive 3 Benzes at the same time. You never buy a house that does not have some type of public transportation available to you, because anything can happen. Okay, I learned that from my mammy years ago, and because I'm a DC kid, public transportation is just everywhere. So when we eventually moved to Maryland, my mother would never buy a home that was not close to some form of public transportation. Winter, your father threw you in a trick bag. Okay. So she found the bus stop half a mile later, away, got on the bus and rode to the mall, okay? Now, she looking at everybody in the mall like they lame, okay? But she is happy because she feels like, okay, well, at least they got Versace here, Coach here, and Ralph Lauren here, okay? And back in the 80s, those brands were very, 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 very prominent, okay? You could spend like you could spend like $400 on a bag, and it would equate what a Gucci bag or a Fendi bag would be now. You know, not that everybody, I don't know what the hell everybody went. She said she spotted a few cuties, but they weren't exactly her type. They had the blank sort of look in their face, like they weren't aggressive enough. Like they was just lost little puppies. Now, because they didn't look aggressive enough to Winter, she thought that they wasn't going to be willing to, munch the box. Okay, Blink, if you know what I'm saying. All right. And right now, because she ain't got no loving in her life, because she is 16, that's normally the age that you start fucking, okay? Especially when you're growing up in the hood. But she's saying it looking like none of these dudes at this mall know how to munch on the box. The next day was Saturday morning. Now, remember I told you before that what her parents does to keep her busy and keep her vagina lukewarm was to have her to watch her younger siblings, right? Now, she already had in her mind that she was going to get back to the mall because she might see something that she may like. So she dressed up her 3 younger sisters, and they went on out the house and got on the bus. Now, she was approached by this one dude, though. He walked up to her with his doofy ass asking me about my T-shirt. Now, I didn't call him doofy. Okay, that's not my words. That's Winter's words. Okay, that's not my words. I'm not going to call nobody doofy. Okay, because sometimes them doofy dudes, be the winner, right? But anyway, the dude asked her about her shirt. right? The shirt said, these are not my fucking kids. Now, he trying to make small talk, but she's annoyed. The dude, he done got up enough confidence to go over there to talk to the girl with 3 goddamn kids. And then when he gets there and says something nice to her, Winter hit him with the, like, you ain't good enough. She say she rolled her eyes and the young man got the point and walked away. Poor dude. Winter, you gonna pay for that later. You're going to pay for that later. So anyway, she made it up in her mind that this mall shit is not for her. She decided to finesse her father and tell him that she wanted to get her hair done at Arlene back in Brooklyn. Souljah told her, no, it's plenty of black hairstylists around here. Go there. But daddy, they don't do my hair like how Arlene do my hair. Plus, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on in Arlene's that I want to see too. Souljah say, I know that. That's why you want to keep your hot Dinah ass right here in Long Island. Shit, daddy, I can't get no damn breaks. Then she came up with another thing. Well, daddy, guess what? Next time that you ride into Brooklyn, why don't you just let me ride in with you? It'll be okay, daddy. It'll be great. It'll be like we just riding in together, into the city together. Answer no, Winter. How many times do I have to tell you that I do not mix my family with business? Bullshit the Baker Man. When you decided to have a family, you made your family the business. Okay, you ain't gonna keep that separate. It's gonna happen eventually. So again, Winter, the answer is no. Now, days later, she called Sterling. Sterling was the dude who she met at the store in Manhattan, the one who was giving her his check every 2 weeks. Now, she had ducked the dude, because, after a while, she like, fuck it, he gonna keep asking me for some pussy, okay? And I ain't ready to give it to him, so, let me duck him, all right? And plus, she moved. He didn't know where the hell she was, but eventually she called Sterling. Hey, Sterling. She knew that he was the only sucker. That should tell you something, but you don't know these things when you're young. She knew that he was the only sucker that would drive all the way from Manhattan to Long Island to get her. Now, the cost was tolerating his ass. Ooh, I have been there before. Oh, my God, I have been there before. Listen, I'm saying this right now. To all the hearts that I have broken in my young and tender years, I am sorry. I am sorry that I did that dumb shit to you. But if it makes you feel good, I've gotten my heart stomped on a couple of times too in life. The universe is full of karma. Winter is like, I knew that he would be excited when I called him. Hey, baby. Hey, I ain't seen you in a while. Where you been, girl? Where you been? Where you been? I'm living out in Long Island now. I can't get back to Brooklyn, Well, I'll be there. I'll pick you up, baby. Don't worry about it. I'll pick you up. You will, Sterling? Okay. Now, Winter says, as soon as Santiago's Lexus ripped out of the driveway Friday afternoon, I saw Sterling pull up in his lay car. Do y'all remember lay cars? Oh, my God. No wonder she didn't want to give him nothing. But not only was it a lay car, but it was a le car with a broken fender. She swallowed hard, got in the car, and pretended that it was some kind of limousine or something. She was trying to get herself together so that she could put that face on, because sometimes you got to put that face on, right? And y'all, look, this is the old me, okay? The way that I'm thinking now, it's the old me. This is commentary coming from the old me, okay? This is the new me, the new Nay, okay? Nay now, it's not like that. I'm a good, wholesome married woman now. Now, she said right before she left out the door, she went to tell her mother, Ma, I'm about to head back to Brooklyn to stay with Aunt Lori, right? Mama said, oh, shit, hold on, let me get my stuff. Winter hit her with the, Ma, I'm spending the night over Aunt Lori's house, and I can't promise you that you'll have a ride back home, So her mother sucked her teeth. I'm gonna be stuck in this goddamn house again with these kids. Shit. But Winter said, Mommy, I will be back Saturday morning to take care of the kids so you and Daddy can do whatever it is that y'all want to do. Okay, Winter. Just call me when you get to your aunt's house. Now, when she got to Brooklyn, she did go to Earlene's, right? You know, well, let's start this. When she got to Brooklyn, she ditched Sterling. Poor Sterling, child. Poor Sterling. But that was her only way. She said that, I mean, if she had to give him a little hand job or something like that in the car, she would have did it. I mean, fuck it then. If that's all she had to do. She ditched Sterling, and now she at the Earlene's getting her hair done. And who is there with her but her BFF, Natalie? Who comes through the door is some girl named Tasia, right? Natalie nudges Earlene. That's BFF for you. When you and your BFF can just look in each other's eyes and talk to each other, that's a BFF. Girl come through the door, okay? Natalie say, there go Tasia. Winter like, okay, who is Tasia? I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's the woman that's fucking your man, Midnight. That's who Midnight is hunching. Winter go, why would he want her? Yeah, she got big old titties and big old ass. Yeah, she built like a duck with that flat stomach, but she regular. Ugh. Like, if I was to go to the store, I bet you I could find 100 of her t-shirts on the rack. He wants something sophisticated like me. Natalie said, he want Tasia right now. Nonetheless, Winter said that the news hit her in the chest like a jab. Oh, Lord, not my man Midnight. You mean to tell me he is fucking somebody else? It says that after her hair was done like butter, I left with Natalie to go check in with my Aunt Lori. I needed at least to show my face to her apartment and hang out for an hour or two so that at least if my mom calls, Lori would be like, yeah, she here, but she ain't here right now, okay? Trying to cover her tracks. She said, I knew my mom would call to check on me, but I'd be out partying with my girls. Her and the girls had planned to go to this place called Big Mo's. It was the local bar and dance club for young people, okay? When she got to the club, she put her plan in action. You know, there's a plan. There's always a plan. You know, when us ladies set our eyes on some, you know, eggplants or, you know, something that's attached to an eggplant, it's always a plan, okay? Plan, caper, set up, scandal. We always working on something. Get to the club, and Midnight was standing on the right side of the club where the lights were low. Winter says that he was kicking it with about 5 other niggas. I caught the side of his serious face, his muscular jaw working, chewing that gum. Ooh, don't you love a man with a strong jaw? Help me! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, and a thick neck. That's my thing. Oh my God. Forgive me for talking about my wife's neck is so thick. Blink. What do y'all be thinking when y'all be like, oh, that neck? Oh my God. Am I the only person that be like, oh my God, the neck. My wife's neck is thick as shit. His muscular jaw working, I laughed to myself thinking only this nigga would conduct business in a place where everybody else is trying to get their groove on. Yeah, because Midnight ain't about playing games, baby. That nigga about business. Your father told you that, baby. So her next move was to walk over to Midnight and his boys and put her Mac down. But when she got there, she looking at Midnight's face like, what's up, daddy? Midnight said to her, what the fuck do you want? Oh! I can't lie, ladies. I cannot lie. This is the immature Nay talking. If that dude would have told me, the dude that, you know, in my mind is Kofi Schofield, or whatever the fuck his name is, Kofi Sibosky, something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? If that dude, Kofi Sibosky, would have looked down at me and been like, what the fuck you want? Back in the young days of the 80s, oh, I'd have been like, oh my God, I gotta get this nigga. He'd have told me no. Oh my God. The grown-up Nay would have been like, nigga, ain't nobody talking to you. I was just saying hi. Fuck you. But the Nay then, oh my God, I'd have been trying to pull my clothes off for him once he would have told me no. No? Who the fuck is you to tell me no? Now I must make him say yes. Winter sweetly touched his hand and said, what do I want? Oh, I want it all. Midnight responded, well, I guess that makes you just like the rest of these bitches. Winter goes on to say, I felt so played. I didn't even want to turn around towards my girl. I'd have to tell my whole crew that I got dissed, like I was a piece of shit. She said she just tightened up, put on a game face, and then turned around and grabbed the next dude and started dancing on him. That shit still ain't working. It still ain't working. She giving her best moves. It still ain't working. Midnight ain't paying her ass no attention, right? Until she seen him out the corner of her eye headed towards her. She like, I knew that nigga couldn't resist. And back it up on the other dude a little more. But to her surprise, he wasn't coming over there for her. He was coming over there to tell his boys, let's go. Oh my God, the night is destroyed. It's destroyed. Winter, just let it go. Now, later that night, our crew was walking back to the PJs, the projects, okay? I was feeling down, but looking unaffected. We were joking, bugging, talking about people when a spanking new jet black gleaming Acura with rims pulled up alongside us. Now, okay, again, this is the young Nay talking, okay? Let me tell you something. Back in the day, let me tell you what got me hot. That anniversary Z with BBs on it. Oh my God. Ooh, taking it to the streets. Baby, if a ninja pulled up next to me with an anniversary Z, hit that window. Zzz. What's up, Nay? Right. The Acura had midnight in it. Okay, the window rolled down. Zzz. When I get in the car, Winter was over there sweating bullets. Oh my God. Midnight, and then rolled up beside me in this beautiful, luxurious car, and he didn't ask me to get in. I knew that nigga couldn't resist me. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. She looked at her friends and said, bye, bitches, and hopped in the car. And as she looked back, she could hear Natalie, BFF, saying, whose house you spending the night over? My house or auntie house? Because you know you got to get your lies straight, right? But Winter's so pressed, she ain't even thinking about getting her lies straight. All she knows is she is inside the car with Midnight, going to wherever it is that they supposed to go, right? But Winter, girl, you supposed to get your lies straight. You can't just be rolling out. What the hell Natalie supposed to tell your mammy when she called? She said the air in the car was crisp and clean smelling. The stereo was so fly and sounded like a band was playing in the back seat. He wasn't saying nothing, but that was all right with me. I was used to his strange, silent behavior. It didn't make her mad. It made me want him more. I knew our lovemaking would be good just based on his mysteriousness. Then suddenly, the music on the radio was interrupted by Sister Souljah. Winter is young, right? So she ain't digging what Sister Souljah is teaching. It's annoying to her. So she reached out to change the channel. Midnight, pop, don't touch my shit. Sister Souljah was speaking about how drug dealers destroyed the community. Now you know, Midnight is a drug dealer. You know that Winter's pappy is a drug dealer. And she, in her feelings, what she said out loud was, I don't know any junkies that drug dealers have forced to use drugs. I mean, it's their choice. If my daddy didn't give it to him or you didn't give it to him, somebody else would give it to him. Midnight responded to her, what the hell do you know? This is when Winter started noticing things. Wait a minute. We on the freeway. Headed back to Long Island. What the hell is going on here? Where are you taking me, Midnight? To your pappy. Huh? You taking me back to my pappy? Why would you do this? Why would you even do that? You done took this ride? I mean, goddamn. Midnight said, well, your father is giving me $150 to take you back home. She thinking to herself, how in the hell did Midnight or did Santiago know that I was out tonight? Because, like you said, girl, your father is in charge of the projects or the area. He's a big man. So come to find out that the owner of Moe's, Mo, called Santiago and was like, your hot pussy daughter is down here. Now, after the transaction, meaning, Midnight gave Santiago his daughter. Santiago gave Midnight $150. I'm saying to myself, this is truly the 80s. $150? Do you know $150 now would be like $1.50? Father is pissed. Okay. She come in the house looking like a lost puppy. She ain't said that daddy put hands on her, but, she know that whatever it is that Santiago about to give her is coming. Okay, so the conversation starts like this. The Brooklyn streets don't love you, Winter. They don't even know you. You could walk those streets 100 nights and 1,000 days and they wouldn't even know your name. The street don't love nobody, Winter. The only thing that makes you special is me, your father, Souljah. I am the only one who protects you, who will protect you. And it's a shame that you can't see that. But Aunt Lori saw me, Daddy. She knew I was there. Uncle Steve was there just like usual. Look at my face, Winter, and never forget what I tell you. Souljah loves you. Your mother loves you. Don't confuse it. That's all you can depend on is our love. Winter was so defeated that she went back to her room and decided that she was going to smoke a spliff. Wait, spliff is that like Love Boat or something? But anyway, a joint, a blunt. I don't know. A white boy. I don't know because I wasn't doing drugs then. I wasn't smoking herbs back then. Or I don't smoke, but I wasn't doing nothing back then. So I don't know. But anyway, she decided that she wanted to roll one and, relieve herself. But her mother came through the door. Now, like I said, her mother came through the door right before she was about to shove the towel up under the door, so that the fumes of the marijuana will not escape, But her mother came through the door, right, and said, baby, listen, your father, girl, you need to pay attention to him, okay? How you think I feel? I'm a prisoner around this motherfucker too, okay? I want to get out too, but your father loves you and he wants to protect you. I tried to, get him to ease up off you, but he's not budging, baby. Changing the subject, Mom talks about the new dress she bought to wear to the party tonight. Because like I said, Souljah will not allow the girls to go out, but he will allow the projects to come to his house. I guess he feels like he can control what's going on in his house. No. Because back in the day, in the 80s, you'd never take a motherfucker to your house because they will rob you, girl. They will tie you up and, throw you in the basement and rob you, okay? And then when they get finished, they will go down to the basement and pop your ass. Now, Winter loves the fact that her and her mother are close in age. She feels like that is a gift. Like me, my mom had me at 15 years old. I thought I was going to grow old with my mother, but my mother had heart disease and died at 52, right? So it's a gift, So some people think of having teenage pregnancies or being a pregnant teenager is a bad thing. That's not a bad thing all the time. You know what I'm saying? It can be a beautiful thing. And this is where me and Winter agree. She said that her mother was like the most beautiful woman she had ever seen in her life. And she knew that it was a lot of guys that just as much as they was attracted to her, they was attracted to her mother because she was young and beautiful. And trust me, them niggas in the neighborhood loved my mother, okay? But she was messing with this crazy ass dude that wasn't, having that bullshit. So Winter's mom trained her to be exactly what she is and who she is. Winter's mom blatantly asked, so what's going on with you and Midnight? And don't fake hooker. I see the way you look at him. Winter told her mother, honestly and truly, he don't like me, mommy. And that's something that she would never share with her girlfriends. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, after the conversation with her mother, she put the towel at the door, opened the window, and puffed a J. After that, she went to sleep and had a beautiful dream that Midnight had came to the house and asked Souljah for her hand in marriage. It was a beautiful dream, and then the phone rang. What do you want? It was Natalie. She laughed. My long distance is working now. She wants to know, just like all of us want to know, what happened last night, girl? What happened? Did Midnight give you that D? She lied. Yeah, he gave me the D. He gave me the D so good after he took me to this beautiful, fancy French restaurant, child. And, we went shopping at the, La Costa and all that. But beautiful dream. Beautiful lies, rather. Natalie couldn't wait to get back to Erlene to throw in Tasia's face that Midnight fucked her BFF. The following Saturday morning, Winter was awakened by her parents arguing. Her 3 little sisters ran into the room for cover, okay? Today was Winter's mother's birthday, and Souljah had promised Winter's mother a Mercedes-Benz for her birthday. Now, Santiago cannot get out of this, okay? Before, he was being real controlling, trying to keep them girls in the house by any way possible. But you can't tell a woman who been locked up in the house for damn months, ain't gone nowhere, ain't done nothing, but looked out the window, that you're going to buy her Mercedes-Benz for her birthday, and then when her birthday come, you acting all crazy. The next loud sound I heard was the door slamming. From the silence, I knew that both of them were gone. As Mother had said last week, she always had her way. 6 hours later, from when her parents left the house, she received a call from midnight. Midnight, okay? Winter, get you and the girls ready. I'm coming to pick you up. The 4 girls leave out the house, hop in the car. I'm sure it wasn't no car seats in that car, but I mean, this is in the 80s or the 90s, so motherfuckers wasn't using car seats. Them kids were just in the back being tossed around, okay? But anyway, talking about the twins and the 4-year-old, right? Winter says to Midnight, what's going on? What's going on? Why? She's lost, right? Midnight says to her, calm down. I'm going to tell you in a minute. So when we got to downtown Brooklyn, I asked Midnight where he was headed. He was turning right, and our old neighborhood was to the left, okay? Midnight did not respond. A couple of minutes later, he just looked at her and said, I will tell you, all right? Then he pulled over and put his emergency blinkers on and asked me to get out the car. Puzzled, I got out. He came to my side. He didn't let the girls get out. I said, I know we ain't leaving them in the car. He said, come here. I got to tell you something. He put his arm around me and looked me dead in my eyes and said, your mother is in the hospital. She's been shot. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. Remember this, the same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves, you babies, please be safe and have a good one.